bombs we're using are imitations, but they'll give you quite a significant shock when they hit. Be careful.
Yes, sir!
Here they come! Commence counterattack! What a disaster, but they are just amateurs. Whoa, I don't believe that guy. What's with him?
This is Test Pilot 1. I'm finished with the test.
Test Pilot 1, confirm your name.
I told you. Troa Barton.
Colonel, Troa Barton is extraordinary. Even though this is a simulation, it's unthinkable that he'd be able to make maneuvers like that in his first battle.
What are you implying?
He must have had some previous training, at an extremely high level, too.
But his background has been checked, hasn't it?
Yes, and there were no problems.
Then it sounds like he's got some natural talents. Talents that he never had the chance to use up until today.
But isn't it possible that he's been sent to destroy Oz? He might even be a Gundam pilot.
We'll find out about that soon enough.
Huh?
Troa Barton, we have one additional test. Completely destroy the next target.
But that's the...
What the hell?
What's the matter, Troa Barton? Fire at the target. Colonel, he is a Gundam pilot, just as I figured. I'll get rid of him.
Lend me that beam cannon.
What?
It's made of Gundanium alloy. A Leo rifle isn't gonna do the job.
A Gundam, responsible for the misunderstandings between Earth and the colonies, is about to be destroyed in the hands of a citizen of the colonies who wishes for peace. Ladies and gentlemen, stand by to witness this very exciting moment in history.
Hey, listen, Death Side. Don't give up too easily. You're gonna be okay, right? You're gonna come out just fine.
About to commence the second test.
Troa Barton. Brainwaves and pulse both remain unchanged.
Then he's the perfect pilot.
But I still have some doubts about him, Colonel Lund.
That boy's clearly willing to cooperate with Oz. Talented people are capable of understanding us.
Huh? What's this? Those sparkles. They're my tears. The most recent version of mobile suits. Many of the parts are still being designed. I'll go destroy them.
Number 1 test pilot. Colonel Un wishes to speak with you. Wait right there.
I understand.
Wait, Colonel Un. Be careful! It's possible he could still be a Gundam pilot!
I think it would be wiser for me to meet with him by myself.
Huh?
He's come to try and understand Oz. It'd be rude not to meet with him. I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about as two individuals who love outer space.
Colonel?
Lieutenant Nico, what are you so afraid of?
Please, Colonel.
Let's put an end to the fighting, shall we? My name is Lady Un. It's a pleasure to meet you.
So this is Lady Un, Chief Commander of Oz's space operations.
I understand you've had experience with labor mobile suits in your job repairing the colony's outer walls. Your outstanding test results today have even the Oz soldiers completely baffled.
I've always felt that I had what it would take to be a soldier. So does that mean that you're going to hire me?
Let's work together to bring peace to outer space.
I'm just hoping that my abilities will come in handy in defeating the Alliance's space forces. I've never really given thought to peace in outer space. I thought that alone qualified me as the right type of person for Oz.
The right type of person?
I'm impressed with the way Oz is gradually taking over space while appearing to act out of friendship. People may think of it as foul play, but it suits me just fine.
Taking over? What do you mean foul play?
Oz is a place where the crafty are acknowledged. That's what it's about.
No. Oh no. It's not true.
Colonel! She really needs to get some rest.
Please, this way, Colonel.
What happened to her?
You might have tricked the Colonel, but you didn't trick me. Troa Barton. The Colonel has ordered you to come back in 2 hours to test Oz's new mobile suits.
But just now, the Colonel...
Lady Un is a much stronger person in her uniform. She might feel like killing someone as questionable as you.
So I'm Lady Un of Oz. Or do I work under Mr. Trace?
Didn't take you long to find your pilots, did it?
These 5 have been selected from the citizens of the colony as prospective pilots. And meet Troa Barton. He's got outstanding skills. He should be able to control any suit.
These mobile suits of ours won't be simple to control.
I hear they're better than the Gundams. I can't wait.
How far have you progressed?
The Mercurius is 80% complete, and the V8 is about 50% complete.
What is the reason for developing 2 different models?
With these 2 models, we designed the mobile suits with the basic battle, attack, and defense stances in mind, and we took them all to their extremes.
With the V8, we added the largest beam cannon we could without affecting its mobility. And with the Mercurius, we added a defense shield capable of withstanding an attack by the beam cannon.
Which would win if they were to fight against each other?
Naturally, the one with the better pilot would win.
Who are you kidding?
So the race to determine the superiority of the mobile suits is meaningless since their value is directly dependent on the ability of the pilot.
Oh, you're pretty sharp. I can see why you were selected by Oz. You're exactly right.
Silence now!
Leave him alone! He'll be piloting one of those suits. I'll allow his questions.
Yes, ma'am.
So what kind of tests will you be demonstrating for us today?
Right. I'll show you the defense system employed by the Mercurius. It creates an electric field to allow it to reflect any beam fired by the enemy.
What about the V8?
The V8 still needs some work done. The energy charger isn't even installed. What's that?
The V8's moving!
Activate the Mercurius shield.
I've got it.
Colonel!
Hey, you gonna make it?
Ouch, that hurt. What did I tell you? My weapon's something, don't you think?
That's for sure. The suit came after us. That's some weapon, all right.
A white mobile suit is seen approaching a colony. Once it's determined to be the tall geese belonging to Zex, Lady Un orders Troa and Hiro to attack it. About that time, the injured Catra returns home to the Winter residence. But what he finds is the sad image of his father being solely blamed and criticized by the people. Next, on Gundam Wing Episode 21, Grief-Stricken Catra.
Colonel!
Grief-stricken Catra.
Hey, look at that! Huh? It's an Alliance mobile suit.
I see you're awake. How are you feeling? This is a satellite for mining natural resources. What were you doing in that mobile suit anyway? You don't appear to be a soldier with the Alliance.
I'm not.
Keep still. Don't try to move. If you'd continued drifting into space, you'd be dead by now.
I don't understand. Why did you bother trying to save my life?
I'm a doctor. Nothing to do with Oz or the Alliance. Besides, this is a neutral zone outside both groups' control.
Please forgive me. I didn't even say thanks for saving my life. Do you have any idea where I could try and rent a shuttle from?
You mustn't! I can't afford to let a patient in your condition out of my sight.
Forget about my condition!
Try to calm down. I can see that you're in a hurry, but it's just not good for your health. What you really need to do right now is rest your body and mind. I can make arrangements for the shuttle you want, but promise me that you'll wait?
Yeah. Sorry to be asking you favors.
It's not a problem at all, but you have to promise to rest. See ya.
It's no use! The target is accelerating even more! The Leos can't keep up with it! The route is unchanged! It's still headed for the Bay Area!
The Leos are no match for it. I thought so.
We've received confirmation of reports that it might even be the tall geese.
I don't care what it is. We can't allow a mobile suit with weapons to get in too close to us.
We can probably get rid of it with the mobile dolls. However... I have just received word that the scientists have completed the new mobile suits, and both of them are ready to go. I'd like to test the abilities of both the V8 and the Mercurius.
We can't test them in real battle, you fool.
Who do you recommend for the other pilot?
Colonel Un, you must allow me to pilot it.
It's gotta be an excellent pilot for us to conduct a complete test, otherwise he'll just get in the way.
What's that?
I understand.
Colonel!
Troa Barton, you've got command to destroy the tall geese.
Ma'am.
Come out. What do you think? Well, how do you like the V8 and the Mercurius?
They're excellent. They certainly reflect your skills as Gundam designers.
It was easy. You were right to leave things in our hands.
But it's too dangerous. Why on earth are you allowing the Gundam pilot to operate the Mercurius?
Because he is a Gundam pilot. Oz should know better than anyone else what his skills are like as a pilot.
You say the Mercurius' self-detonation device can be activated from Troa's V8?
Yes, I set it up as you requested.
Troa, you have the authority to blow up Mercurius if your pilot acts even the least bit suspicious.
I don't think that will be necessary. He fought against the tall geese before when he was up in Siberia. He would think of this as finishing the battle. And this time, it's not likely he'd let the colonies get in the way of his finishing the job.
How could you have found out about that?
It's not hard to find out since I'm a soldier for Oz. It's a good thing he self-detonated in the end. I was living in the colony at the time, and I might not have made it out alive.
I am grateful myself. Otherwise, I wouldn't have come across such an excellent subordinate as you are.
How is it?
It's not too bad. The operations are practically identical to the Gundams.
That's not surprising. Hey, Gundam pilot. How would you fight a mobile doll?
First, I'd sneak behind the enemy to make sure that I was right out of his target range.
Hey, don't overdo it or I'll have to blow you up, hero.
The weak point of the mobile dolls is that the basic capabilities are the same as the manned models. They're identical, right down to their mobility and reaction times. The rest depends on how well a human pilot can fight them. Personally, I have a harder time with space mines. We don't need the mobile dolls. I'll handle that white suit on my own.
We've caught up with the target. We'll send the mobile dolls ahead of us.
What could he be in outer space for?
You got me.
It's the mobile dogs.
My reaction time is slower than theirs.
But I can make up for that in close-range combat. What?
There's two of them. It reflected the beam. Gotta move in on this one too. Huh? destroying the mobile dolls at the same time they're fighting me. I can't imagine there'd be many pilots who'd be able to do that in outer space.
I haven't got time to be playing games with you. Just go ahead and haul me in.
Get the beam! Gotta move in on this one, too. Huh? They're destroying the mobile dolls at the same time they're fighting me. I can't imagine there'd be many pilots who'd be able to do that in outer space.
I haven't got time to be playing games with you. Just go ahead and haul me in. Never would have guessed you'd sneak into Oz.
I'm Officer Troa Barton. I don't believe we've met, have we, Zex Marquise?
I'll introduce myself. I go by the name Miliardo Peacecraft. I've come from Earth to visit you as a goodwill ambassador.
The majority of people living in space are either technicians or laborers. Enduring an environment inferior to that of the stable Earth, these people have strong spirits to improve their conditions, which gives rise to a new power. The foundation that supports this spirit is the Winner family. The present master of the Winner family emigrated to the colony and became the central figure in negotiations with the United Earthsphere Alliance to fight for the right of the colony residents. Even now, after the disintegration of the Alliance military, he confronts Oz on behalf of the colony, but always acting as a pacifist.
Excuse me a minute, Mr. Winner.
What? Catcher has come back home?
How old were you in that picture?
I really appreciate your going to the trouble to bring me all the way here.
It wasn't any trouble at all. I needed to come here anyway.
Katra. You've been very disobedient.
I still believe that I did the right thing.
We humans have great difficulty simply living in outer space. Nothing good could come out of involving yourself in a war. That's exactly why we've been searching for solutions all this time through our discussions with the United Earthsphere Alliance. But that wasn't good enough for you. You had to go to Earth in a mobile suit, and you provided them with an excuse to attack the colonies.
But someone has to fight, otherwise this war will never come to an end.
Well, has it ended? Did your battle end the war? What could you accomplish? What could a child like you accomplish? The least you could do as an heir is listen to what your father has to say. Why don't you use your head a little?
I think he'll grow up to be an excellent heir.
Irea, don't you go starting in on me now.
Really, Father, it's wrong to think of a child as being completely incapable. I think my dear little brother is going to make an excellent heir. Deep inside, Father understands that holding discussions with Oz won't lead to any solutions. But he thinks things will come out all right if the whole colony works together as one.
Why didn't you tell me that you were my sister?
I heard from Father that my little brother had become a Gundam pilot. But you saw how upset he gets. I couldn't decide whether or not I should say anything.
And I heard that my sisters were stationed in different resource satellites.
We're all rooting for you, Katra. And Father was no exception. Right after you left on your own, it was Father who was the most worried about you.
Really?
It's true, I gave refuge to Instructor H, who was running from the Alliance. But from the Winter family's perspective, mobile suits aren't necessary in order to attain peace. Still, Catra ignored me and cooperated with the instructor. Aggressive solutions can only give rise to even more problems. But Catra just can't see that.
This is where my Gundam was built. But I ended up having to destroy it back on Earth because of my incompetence.
What are you about to do?
The instructor's not here, but I have to make a Gundam again in order to fight.
Catra. Can you really fight for the people of the colony?
Huh?
Another Gundam pilot who fought like you was caught and his Gundam was destroyed in front of everyone to set an example. The people of the colony saw this and celebrated. There just aren't any people left in space who think of the Gundams as their allies. Catra, are you sure you can still fight?
I wasn't fighting so my deeds would be recognized by the people. One day they'll come to see the truth. I truly believe that's gonna happen. I guess I'm probably feeling a little sentimental without Sandrock around.
I'm sorry, Catra. I'm your sister, and yet all I seem to say to you are mean things.
Irea.
Just try to remember how much we all love you. I really wish you wouldn't be so sad, my dearest little Catra.
Thank you, Irea.
The people of Oz will no longer suffer the Winter family. We have been used long enough.
Then how would you gentlemen define development for our future? Why do you need defense armaments?
Mr. Winter, I understand your point of view, but we're already in a dangerous strategic position.
And the people want to be responsible for maintaining their own safety.
Safety? This is safety? After seeing these weapons, you armed yourselves, so how dare you use words like safety or peace?
Development of this colony would not have been possible without your financial help, Mr. Winter. However, the current prosperity is a direct result of the citizens' efforts. I question the need for your continued dictatorship.
When did I ever act as a dictator? All I've done is object to Oz's intervention to maintain the colony's peace. If anyone is guilty of trying to dictate the colony, then it's you yourselves!
Mr. Winter, we can no longer allow your exclusive control over us, sir.
Please, let us all move forward to decide on a fair offer for jurisdiction over this area.
What you're suggesting is the manufacture of weapons and murder tools, so why should I cooperate with that?
What are they yelling about?
The public opinion is getting stronger. They say we shouldn't have all the natural resources.
That's absurd.
It's true that the Winter family owns many natural resource satellites, but we've never monopolized the resources. We've practically given them away for the prosperity of people in outer space.
But everybody already knew that.
The people's feelings have changed a lot. They've changed about you, and they've changed about Father.
But we're doing the right thing. We've never done anything but the right thing.
The votes are unanimous. From now on, this natural resource satellite comes under Oz's jurisdiction.
You won't manufacture weapons on this satellite.
Are you serious? Father's disconnected the satellite?
What?
Yes, and it's gaining acceleration. This could disrupt all the functions of our entire colony.
That doesn't surprise me one bit. He's prepared to sacrifice the future of the colony for his own benefit, and he's not going to stop at anything. Gentlemen, should we allow this to happen? Seeing as there are no objections, we'll immediately proceed to take any necessary steps in order to maintain peace and order within our colony.
Father, you've got to stop this. This isn't going to resolve anything in the long run. They'll be coming after you.
Are you telling me to just sit back as Oz invades the colony? What I'm doing isn't a mistake.
Father!
Catra, promise me you won't fight in those mobile suits anymore. Using force won't resolve anything.
But, Father...
You fools! Get away from here immediately! That blasted beam cannon is aimed right at the satellite!
Father, please escape!
Catra, what I'm doing is escaping. I'm not going to put up a fight. There is no end to this fight. So I've opted to run away. If I end up dying, then so be it. I'm not so attached to space that I'm prepared to compromise myself.
Father! Father...
Catra, Father fought very hard. He wasn't running away at all. He put up a brave fight, don't you think so?
Urea, try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
You're a kind person, Catra. And Father was kind too. But what did Father do to deserve to be killed?
People who are kind people are shedding tears, but nobody understands them. And the colony is satisfied right now. You people are satisfied with that? I will never forget this day. You people. I'll make sure that you don't either. You won't forget this day.
Outer space. It's so quiet.
The era goes out of control and falls into the depths of confusion. The colonies head down a path leading toward armaments. Zex has left Earth and confirms for himself the existence of a Lady Un that promotes peace. In her goal to achieve Treza's ideal, Lady Un acts on her own, against the orders of the Romefeller Foundation. Next on Gundam Wing Episode 22, The Fight for Independence.
Father, please escape!
Kaltra, what I'm doing is escaping. I'm not going to put up a fight. There is no end to this fight, so I've opted to run away. If I end up dying, then so be it. I'm not so attached to space that I'm prepared to compromise myself.
Father! Father! Father!
The Fight for Independence.
This is massive. I wonder what kind of person this goodwill ambassador is. Gentlemen!
That mobile suit was used against Oz on Earth, so we'll check it for security reasons, sir.
The new system, since Oz and the colonies became united, has had a considerable influence on Earth. On behalf of my nation, I've come here so I might find out more about this situation.
Your nation?
Yes, my nation. I've come here from the Sank Kingdom, and my name is Miliardo Peacecraft.
Oh, His Excellency has had ties with the Sank Kingdom since his youth, but I'd heard that your nation was recovering from the strife that was caused by the wars.
As an individual, I think I understand the implications of war, so I thought I could give advice to the space colonies desiring their own military power.
There are quite a few ways in which to obtain peace for oneself. I'm sure that between what each of us has learned, we'll find the best direction to take.
Then will you give me the latitude to act on my own accord while I'm here in space?
Yes, of course, that's fine.
You might very well be on the right track to peace, Representative.
Peacecraft, huh? He's none other than that Oz traitor, Zex Marquis.
Space Colony D-120, where the command station of the United Earth-Sphere Alliance had been located. Oz wasn't currently controlling the colonies by force, but rather providing counsel on its own admission into the colonies. D-120 continued in its function as Earth's voice in outer space, without foregoing its position as a military organization from Earth. Gwinter, the son of the former Alliance commander, General Septim, was the representative of this colony. The former Alliance members surrounding him had been pointing out problems with the colonial independence policy backed by Oz.
Now what are you hesitating for? Oz is trying to secure more power for themselves, and we've got to do something to stop them. Technological strength will just become a threat to the Earth. Oz is thinking of space as nothing more than a factory for military goods. We're the only ones that can stop them. It's our mission.
A battle will result in many casualties. Dialogue is still an option at this point, considering our military strength.
They're planning to use outer space to develop and manufacture their mobile dolls. These murder weapons will allow Oz to easily take over and dictate the colonies.
Does everybody feel the same way?
Zex Marquise has arrived here in space.
Zex? The Lightning Count is still alive?
The Earth fears the increased armament in space the most. Zex knows Oz well and he wishes for peace on Earth, so we should set aside some time to hear what he has to say.
What's Zex doing in space? He has nothing to do with Oz anymore.
He's one man who holds great affection for his homeland. I'm sure he knew it was risky, but he must have felt that someone had to do something. This visit holds significance.
Very nicely done, Tres Cushionada. Outer space is now close to accepting Oz.
So it seems.
And Colonel Un's achievements have been impressive. She succeeded in forming friendly relations with one colony after another.
The sense of independence built by forming a nation will trigger the mindset to develop productivity and defense.
This leads to the nation becoming militaristic, which means that every country on the Earth will jump into Oz's arms practically begging to be governed by us. It's beautiful, Tres. You've made outer space a member of the Romafella Foundation.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, Mr. Tuberov, have you finished packing?
Yes.
Tuberov is heading for outer space to oversee mobile doll production to strengthen our military force. Un has readily accepted the new addition.
Lady Un did?
Colonel Un seems to be very pleased indeed with the mobile dolls.
Your Excellency, it's been a while since we last spoke. It's Lady Un here.
Lady Un.
I'd almost convinced myself that you'd be coming here with Chief Engineer Tuberov.
Yes, I want to talk to you about that. Just how are you planning to utilize the mobile dolls?
I plan to use them as your soldiers in such a way that it won't cause you grievance.
My soldiers?
You're not being fair, Your Excellency. You're the person that must lead this world. But you've simply left this world in a state of utter confusion. I came here to outer space in order to be of some assistance to you. And I've also laid out a new future for you, Your Excellency.
Fighting will never disappear from this world, in which case the strongest should be the ones to rule the world. It's a fact that people even feel pleasure when they're being controlled by others. It's merely natural for the world to continue fighting.
But that encourages meaningless bloodshed. Your Excellency, you are capable of loving all people. You have a heart that can make you a god. You can create peace on Earth from here in space.
Lady, you're only thinking of your own ideals when you envision the future.
It's what you wanted, Your Excellency.
My ideal is nothing more than the fantasy of a single individual. History is an accumulation of daily events. I have no interest in an individual's future.
Your future's already been determined. Your future's destined to be right here in outer space.
Lady Un, I'm not as strong as you think I am. Zex and the Gundam pilots are making an effort to construct a new future as we speak. There's no need to hurry. History will repeat itself. Lady, please come back to me. The Lady Un that I used to be so fond of.
Yes, it's Zex Marquise without a question.
So Zex is in space, is he?
Establishing relations with the military colony of the former Alliance.
Lieutenant Nico, destroy the Alliance's space force. There's no reason to leave them roaming about now that the mobile dolls have been completed.
Yes, sir.
I've also sent Colonel Un orders for the near future. Tell her that I'd like to receive her comments on the contents.
Sir.
Welcome. I realize that we did become enemies at one point, but changes in wartime also bring about changes in relationships.
I care about the Earth, just as you people of the Alliance do.
I heard you came from Earth to discuss the current armaments issue of the space colonies.
If this is just a matter of a new military nation being formed, then I wouldn't be worried. However, if it turns out that they're being tricked by Oz, then I can't just sit back and ignore it.
Oz is planning on using outer space as their military factory.
That'd result in even more severe disputes on Earth and would lead to serious casualties.
Tell us how you feel about the people in space, Mr. Peacecraft.
The teachings of the great leader, the late Hiro Yui, are still with us. Outer space once thrived as a world which was neither polluted by Earth's history nor in need of armaments. The colonies set an example for all of Earth's peace-oriented nations.
They set an example? If only the people in space had heard those words a bit sooner, then perhaps they might not have changed their minds.
Why don't you just tell Mr. Peacecraft here about the people of the space colonies, and the reason why we decided to stay in space?
The reason you stayed here?
Ah, right. Back when the Alliance was defeated by Oz, our first thought was to immediately offer to surrender. However, it was our opinion at the time that by surrendering we would be leaving outer space in a great turmoil. The space colonies is a realm of precise calculations. This management center was always supporting the colony's life zone. The colony's rotation operations, checking the condition of the atmosphere, management of the weather. Natural phenomenon that is taken for granted down on Earth is generated by man-made machinery controlled by people here. To live in this atmosphere, there was a need to change people's awareness. There's insecurity. Yes. Unless you can completely ignore insecurity, you'll have a lot of difficulties living here. And the insecure people feel the need for weapons. Because weapons can provide people with a sense of security.
Then at what point can one get rid of that sense of insecurity?
Outer space will attack the Earth in their search for more stable grounds. Huh?
It's an Oz mobile suit transport vessel. Looks like they're finally going to attack us.
I'd like to be part of your counterattack.
But we can't have a goodwill ambassador getting involved in a battle.
I switch between two masks. My experience in battle has taught me to be cunning like that.
Colonel! Oh, I beg your pardon.
That's fine. Come in, please. This is the Rockefeller Foundation's plan to send mobile dolls made in space to Earth.
In order to resolve all disputes on Earth at once.
Everybody comes to that conclusion. But, personally, I have no intention of sending mobile dolls to Earth. The Rockefeller Foundation's plan will just mean more bloodshed on Earth. The strong shall come to rule the Earth. That's all that's needed for us to attain peace. But now, His Excellency has refused his mission to rule the world.
His Excellency?
True public order in this world will never be possible unless His Excellency comes to outer space. There isn't any point in my staying here any longer.
That's not true. You still have your duty here to serve as an Oz soldier.
As an Oz soldier?
In the end, you'd be doing him a favor by staying. A soldier should only worry about following orders. Colonel, you're a leader that stands above the soldiers. But your superior abilities can be greater magnified as an Oz soldier. I implore you, Colonel Un, to serve as an Oz soldier, not to guide His Excellency, but rather to support him.
An Oz soldier to support Master Trey's?
I'm sure that's what His Excellency desires.
Master Trey's, he desires that, huh?
Mobile dolls have started a battle in Area A of the Alliance military base. They'll be in range of Barge's beam cannon in T-minus 600 seconds.
Can we damage the Alliance colony with the beam cannon?
If we can destroy their electric power control and management facilities, one shot should wipe it out.
Okay.
I have heard that many civilians live there along with the military officers.
They're employees. They'd surely know that there's always a risk living in a military fortress.
Has Colonel Un been informed of your plans here?
I'm acting on direct orders from Duke Dermail. We're to crush them along with that Oz traitor Zex Marquise.
I'll get the Mercurius and Bay 8 ready.
Stop right there, Troll Barton. I won't let you go near the mobile suit gate. I don't trust traitors regardless of whether they're enemies or allies.
And Lady Un isn't aware of this either.
The Colonel is left to take part in the battle against the Alliance. She left me in charge of operations here. Restrain this man at once!
I have no intention of overstepping my boundaries as an Oz soldier. It's just I have doubts about your plan not to use the Bay 8 and Mercurius to support the Colonel's troops, that's all.
A soldier doesn't need to be thinking so much. Ideals about peace are for people in the top ranks. All we need to do is pursue victory.
Get closer. Make up for reaction time in close-range combat. I did it! All right! What?
We've lost 50% of our Leos.
We believe all the enemy Tauruses are mobile dolls.
20% of our defenses are gone.
Have the remaining civilians living in the colony all been evacuated?
Yes, they left on our large shuttle and are headed for safe grounds. In any case, mobile dolls alone cannot destroy this colony.
I expect that barge will be making the final blow. This colony's about ready to go under.
What's that supposed to mean, Grandfather?
This is the first time a colony was destroyed in war ever since the colonies were built. All of mankind needs to be shown how terribly tragic the destruction really is. We who brought military power to space, and the colonies who are considering it now, must engrave this in our memories so the wrong path won't be taken. It hardly compensates for what we've done, but I hope our deaths send the message. I do.
I'm terribly sorry to have dragged you into this, Grandfather.
Those are my thoughts exactly. I'm sorry, Gwynter.
Barge's beam cannon. Are they seriously going to wipe out the colony? Huh?
Trace is hoping that we will both put up a good fight. Isn't it possible for even you to create a future, Trace? There's no choice left but to battle. It's the only way that remains. Without fighting, nothing can be created.
What's this?
Trace. Zex Marquise, or rather my eternal friend, Miliardo Peacecraft. I'm delighted to hear that you've shown up in outer space. Oz is changing, and I've found that I'm sorely lacking in power. Romefeller's way, or rather the path that mankind is taking, is just too selfish. I never expected their increased power would result in abandoning the true heart of humans.
I used to believe that Oz's duties were not to take part in war, but to educate soldiers that had the heart to fight. But eventually, the battles can be fought without even needing humans.
I'm a soldier. I chose of my own free will to resist that eventuality.
Miliardo, at the moment, I don't have the power to alter the path chosen by Romefeller. I'm just glad to speak with someone who understands me. Miliardo, there's one other person who understands me. Her feelings toward me have caused her to have split personalities.
Lady Anne?
I'm making the person closest to me feel insecure. I've got no right to talk about the future. Miliardo, I implore you, you've got to save her.
I'm going to fight for Trace, to help realize his ideal.
Alliance colony within range!
Fire the beam cannon, now!
But Colonel Ann is still on the battlegrounds!
That doesn't matter, just follow your orders, soldier. The Colonel's aware of the dangers. What's going on?
Lady An would cancel any order to attack the colony. She's learned just how fragile the colonies actually are.
missed it. Was that intentional?
Take me there. Take me to the fortress barge now.
Colonel, you're safe. Colonel?
Nicole, I was able to learn a great deal out there as a soldier today. Very informative. And as your superior, I cannot overlook what you've done.
Colonel.
The actions you took were right on the mark. But then again, what I'm about to do is also on the mark.
Trace, I've got no power. In the confusion of all these battles, I'm still only able to walk the path of a soldier.
The Romefeller Foundation decides they will build mobile doll manufacturing facilities on the moon. The mobile dolls to be mass-produced here will be used as weapons against Earth. The strategy is to send them to Earth and quickly resolve the many disputes on Earth by wiping out those on the other side of the disputes. With these ultimate weapons, the world is headed to an age where soldiers are no longer needed.
Unidentified object headed this way!
What?
It's a Gundam! A Gundam has found us!
Assassinate the mobile doll's chief engineer? That's an easy mission for Wu Fei.
Troops from the lunar base are headed for the Gundam.
I have no bullets, no fuel, and hardly any propulsive energy left anymore. Here, Mr. Chief Engineer. My life's completely in your hands.
Full retreat!
Wait, take a look! The Gundam no longer has the power to retaliate. Interesting machine. I wouldn't mind taking it to the lunar base and checking it out. Calling lunar base. Stop your attack and capture the Gundam.
Yes, sir!
That's very kind of you, Mr. Chief Engineer. Nataku, you and I have to become a whole lot stronger. I hear they have a factory. Maybe they'll help us get stronger.
People in outer space get their hands on weapons in order to defend the colonies from a feared attack from Earth. But it is Oz that manipulates their fears behind the scenes. To prevent the mass production of mobile dolls, Duo heads to destroy the lunar base. During the battle with the colony's volunteer soldier Hilda, Duo sees the confused future of the colonies. Next on Gundam Wing Episode 23, Duo, God of Death, once again.
the year after Colony 175, the leader of the colonies was assassinated. 5 Gundams were supposed to have been sent to Earth to take revenge. However, since Oz's activities in space took the form of cooperation rather than control, the colonies decided to accept Oz. In the year after Colony 195, as Oz moves to take over both the Earth and outer space, the Gundams are labeled as rebels and are isolated from society. With no place to return, the Gundams and their pilots are forced to fight for a reason to exist in the ever-changing world.
What's going on?
They missed it. Was that intentional?
Miliardo, there's one other person who understands me. Her feelings toward me have caused her to have split personalities.
The actions you took were right on the mark. But then again, what I'm about to do is also on the mark.
Duo, God of Death, once again.
We're adjusting the ballast. Proceed slowly. Easy does it.
Wait. Get some light on these rocks. There it is.
It's hardly even damaged considering the battle it's been through.
Major Sally.
Hmm?
Some vessels are approaching us, Sally.
This was just Hiro's trick discarding his Gundam into the sea while he heads up to space alone.
A mobile suit submarine carrier!
It's natural that Oz would come here too. It's a dangerous job.
Don't concern yourself about us militiamen. We've got our expertise as a former Alliance's deep sea unit. Prepare to send out the Pisces now.
Something showing on screen. Perhaps 01.
Right. Send out the cancers.
Yes, sir.
All units, open fire!
Propeller sound confirmed. Enemy mobiles.
They're what? Cancer! Cancer! Come in!
What on earth could he have been thinking? Discarding his Gundam like that. Hiro, the foundation of our future will be built by these mobile suits.
These are for mass production, but don't concern yourself with cost performance. Resources in space are unlimited.
What? He's treating the space colonies as if they were true colonies to be taken advantage of.
Let him be. We'll give him something to remember. I'm counting on you.
Leave it to me.
Where do you think you're taking that to?
It's the Gundam you took apart to try and steal our technology. We're honored. I'm surprised you're still interested in it, even after reducing it to scrap.
How dare you! I've got no need for it. Hurry up and get rid of it!
As you wish, Mr. Chief Engineer.
Well now, shall I go on with making a mobile suit superior to the Gundams?
Get to work!
Calm down now. Quit rushing me. I've got a whole bunch of things to take care of right now.
Sorry to keep you. Yes, there is no point in just rebuilding them.
You didn't used to have any problems with your principles against war in space. So why is there a need for armaments now?
A century has passed since the times when the colonies were merely experimental establishments.
We've determined that there's no choice but to avoid battle by arming ourselves.
This is Sally Poe, formerly a major with the Alliance military. As an active member of a rebel organization opposing Oz, She has supported and led a number of their maneuvers. She may also have the Gundam 01 and 04. The Romefeller Foundation that controls Oz is the most powerful entity on the Earth. I'd say there are problems with that organization. However, we wanted to protect the colonies, and that's why we've accepted Oz. We had to decide on the choice that would give us the most safety. Armed struggle will continue on Earth. That struggle has led us to choose this method to protect ourselves.
Those on Earth opposing Oz think that Oz themselves, who are keeping the Gundam engineers captive, are the only ones who are changing this world into a dangerous place to live.
We've received word those engineers have already been executed.
We cannot maintain our dignity as a nation unless we augment our strength and eliminate the possibility of encountering even more rebels.
Our decision is not going to change. Listen, Ambassador Peacecraft, please try to understand our reasoning.
The engineers have been executed. That's impossible. It's this kind of unmitigated rumor that we must fear the most.
In addition, natural resources and parts have been transported from the respective plant colonies as we prepare for mass production of the latest mobile suits on the lunar plant, together with support from Oz. We no longer fear the possibility of an invasion. With the help of Commander-in-Chief Treize and Colonel Un, this will surely prove to be the beginning of a new era for outer space.
What BS? It was them who planted the fears of war in you in the first place.
That's not true.
Hmm?
The colonies have suffered a history of humiliation up till now. We aren't afraid of any battles that will allow the colonies to pick themselves up.
Who are you?
My name is Hildy Speicher. I volunteered my services from this colony.
Oh, I get it. You're an Oz soldier.
It's easy for anyone to criticize. The work of the colony students speaks for itself. Our volunteer work at the lunar plant best reflects our faith in Oz. Keep that in mind.
Wow. Is that so? Then maybe I should apply as well. Hmm?
The next military exam is in 1 week. Hey, why don't you give it a try if you like?
Count on it, baby. I'll be there.
We're headed to the lunar base. Are they using us as test pilots for the new models?
Maybe a target for them. Even Oz admits that we're pretty lively.
I'm certain the objective of Oz and its mother organization, the Romefeller Foundation, was to destroy the United Earth Sphere Alliance and take control of the Earth. And why don't they simply take over the colonies? Taking over the defenseless colonies should be no more difficult to Oz than twisting a baby's arm. Maybe Zex would be able to understand.
Treize is getting thirsty for mortal combat, and the overconfident colonies will soon realize just how much stronger Treize really is.
All soldiers prepare to board ship on the double. All soldiers prepare to board ship on the double.
We'll confirm the boosters on the checklist and then...
Here you go, sir. Okay. Have a nice day.
Hey, you! Stop right there! I know you.
What is it? Did you want something?
I told you that new volunteers are to apply next week. I want you to let me look at that application.
Oh, this. It's all filled out. But it's a fake!
Ugh! You scum!
Coming in!
He's taking the Leo! After him!
Everyone stay calm. I don't want to start firing this thing inside the colony.
You won't get away.
My ultimate goal is to destroy the lunar plant, but it's just too far away from here.
Stop right there!
It's her again.
Choose to retaliate. I'll have to kill you.
Warning shots are meaningless from those who've never even battled.
This one's for the peace of the colony.
Hang on a second here. I'm fighting for the peace of the colony as well.
Got him.
We'll move in till it's within target range.
Good fire, sir.
Hey, we're both fighting for the colonies, right?
Well, then how is it we become enemies?
Pleading for your life?
I'm telling you, you and I aren't enemies!
I volunteered and I pledged my loyalty. I'm prepared to die at any time.
You're so intense, it makes me sick.
Get out of here!
Duo Maxwell, who would have thought that you were a Gundam pilot? Why'd you save me?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm prepared to sacrifice my life. I don't need sympathy from my enemies.
Hildy, that's your name? What enemies do you mean?
Huh?
Since when is the colony an organization fighting a war? When the Alliance came from the Earth to attack the colonies, the smiles disappeared from people's faces. I've been fighting to help give back those smiles they lost. But then I come back to the colony, and guess what? The people don't want their smiles back. Tell me something. When did the colonies become so twisted?
Outer space is affected by war on Earth. We can't just sit back and be taken over. This is outer space's decision.
Your bravery's commendable. So, where are you gonna take me?
To the lunar base. You'll be questioned on the Gundam, among other things.
That saves me a trip. You know that I'm planning to destroy the lunar base.
You don't stand a chance. Why don't you think of me as an enemy? I'd never let you destroy the lunar base.
Hate to say this, but you don't have the skills to be my enemy. So it's foolish for someone like you to even bother risking your life against me. But you know, you remind me of just how reckless I was when I went down to the Earth to fight all on my own.
Don't patronize me.
In fact, we're both foolish. A soldier can get killed at any time. We'll see lots of friends in the colony lose their lives. Let's just live out our lives believing in the paths we've chosen. You've got to be at least that foolish to make it as a soldier.
Did he tell you anything?
Not a word.
I see.
Hey, Chief, when we were fighting just now, couldn't we have simply fired a warning shot?
We have orders to kill rebels when it's necessary. That's what wars are about.
Even if it means sacrificing your own people?
Officer Hildy. I feel bad about it, but soldiers always have to be prepared to die in order to fulfill their missions.
Unit Chief, we're about to arrive at the lunar base.
Good. We'll take the shuttle to Oz's military establishment. We need to hand over the prisoner.